We are with a few new people here. That's not Nick.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? This is the American Anchor Baby.
No. You guys know Wes Watson? Social media influencer. And he got in a fight.
I knew that guy was like some weak guy, like this fake alpha.
I think you have to teach a guy a lesson.
There's self-defense and there's like attempted murder.
You think you can come to this gym and test me and pull your camera out? I'm going to show you that you should never, ever do this again. I understand that.
No, I feel like we shouldn't be encouraging that type of stuff. If we're really going to walk on this path with Christ, this
He's
little
capping.
situation.
He's capping on it. Yeah.
If somebody raping and killing your family and then beating you as well,
Yeah.
and you're watching them do it, you're going to turn the other cheek?
What am I supposed to do? I'm getting beat up.
All right. What does it mean to turn the other cheek?
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Oh. Welcome to Punchie TV.
Welcome to Punchie TV with your hosts.
Welcome to Punchie TV. I am Punch with your host, Punchie, from JesseLeePeterson.com show. Oh, Joel Friday, the host of the... What am I saying about you? The American Anchor Baby. The host of the American Anchor Baby show. James Hake, a host of the Hake Report. Welcome to Punchie TV. Punchie.
Cool. All right, here we go. Welcome to Punchie TV. We are with a few new people here. That's not Nick. Nick is not black. We all know this for a fact. We have another black man behind the board there.
I can sound
Derek.
like him.
Boy in the corner. He's the darkest man in the darkest corner.
I know. You can do a Nick impression?
Yeah.
Go.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? This is the American Anchor Baby.
No.
Was that not good?
That sounds like a black trying to sound white.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He could have done a Mexican. If you would have done a Mexican, that would have been funny.
Little Mexican.
We have some stand-ins. Nick who?
He's gone AWOL.
You got AWOL. And then we got Daniel here, the producer of The Fallen State. Daniel's here, and he is going to be guest hosting with us today on Punchie. And we also have, as you guys know, Derek as well. And we are, Derek's been here before as well. And we're going to all do a little show today for you guys. Cool?
Let's do it.
So I guess we address the first things first. Is that there's the fires that are going on. And I didn't think they were that bad. Somebody reached out to me. Who reached out to me? C-Sal reached out to me and said on a message and said, how you guys doing in L.A.? Are the fires okay? Are you guys hit? Is everybody alive? And I was like, oh, I didn't even know about the fires. And this was like yesterday.
Dang.
And I was like, well, I didn't even know about the fire. So that tells you right there that we'll be fine. But
So far.
fast forward to today, which is less than 24 hours when I read that message, is you look outside and there's fires on the east, northeast, and west of where we are right now. And you can see them pretty visibly. They're pretty visible. And we have some clip. We have a clip here that kind of shows a little bit of it. But did you guys hear about the fires like today? Or
I heard about
yesterday?
them. I heard about them yesterday, I think. Well, definitely I heard about them yesterday.
Yeah.
Um,
On the news or?
I think on the news. And Bill, we thought we smelled something funny.
Outside?
No, in here.
Oh.
And Bill's like, well, it's a windy day. And he might have mentioned the fire or something like that. So at some
interesting.
point I started hearing about the fires. And they said it was high winds. And it's and watch out for fires and winds. So I was listening to the radio on the way home. You know what? Nick was talking about it on his show yesterday.
Oh, you brought it up?
Yeah, because he took video of it.
So we didn't plan to talk about this. This is like right on the spot, so we don't really have that much information. Cause
no. LA's on fire, folks.
I know. Well, we know LA's on fire.
It looks horrible. If you go out there, it looks like the west part of the town's on fire.
Yeah.
So from our angle, it looks like it's coming in on us.
It looks like it's getting close.
And since we're in LA, you know, Sin City, one of the Sin Cities, or one of the most hated liberal cities in the United States.
Yeah.
It looks like Sodom out there.
Sodom
Armageddon.
But we don't quite know how it got started, though, right?
Armageddon, folks. Armageddon.
I know.
God himself.
We don't know.
Yeah. Judgment is upon us.
That's true. We don't know how it started, though. It could have been a homeless guy.
Right.
It could have been.
It could have been a fireman.
No, there's no homeless people in the Pacific Palisades.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's
So,
God.
Maybe maybe there's a bigger power at hand here.
But you guys aren't scared, are you? Guys
Somebody sparked it. I didn't even know it was even going to.
Right.
Honestly,
not until the looting starts.
5 minutes before we got in here, we looked outside and then we seen that it's like going crazy.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think much of it until you realize it's kind of close. But my family members been like locally, been like reaching out, like, "Are you guys okay? Is everybody okay?" And my brother's actually where he works. They evacuated him, which is more in the Pasadena area, and they evacuated yesterday. And today he said the business burnt down.
Nice.
So it's getting crazy, according to him. So
that's up in the hills, huh? Altadena, Pasadena.
Yeah. So it's
Getting up
looking,
there.
and that's on the east side. You guys should see the west side. As a matter of fact.
Oh, but Derek looked scared earlier. Are you
Scared?
tripping?
Man, there's no
He's
fear in
They
my
have
heart.
fires in Memphis.
There's no fear in my
Oh,
heart.
okay. That's good.
Oh yeah, right. Wait till it gets closer.
You know, I've dealt with people with fire breath. I can deal with a little bit of fire.
Firearms.
Yeah, firearms too.
Like,
I can deal with a little bit of fire.
Cause I've been through a hurricane
Oh,
really?
That's trippy, man.
Over there in
in
where?
Miami,
Oh, interesting.
and I've been through a tornado.
What was the
Nice.
hurricane like?
You just gotta like get to the middle of the apartment.
And what, you're flooded? You were flooded and everything?
Well, I was like on the second floor, so you're kind of safe. But yeah, definitely flooding happened.
Wow.
And did you have to, was water getting into your apartment too?
Because of the second floor.
So how'd you just stayed up there until they were like, it's good to come down?
Yeah,
Nice.
everything gets closed down, and we were just in the middle of it was me, my sister, my mom and I,
Yeah.
in the middle of the apartment. And my mom and my sister, I remember, like, my mom tells me that my sister and my mom, they couldn't sleep or whatever, like they were like stressed out.
Yeah.
And I was sleeping like a baby.
no.
And then I also experienced a tornado.
What was that like?
Yeah.
That was scarier because it's like less predictable.
Uh-huh.
And I remember I was with roommates. This was in college, and my roommates, they want to like go look out the window, like they want to like get outside the house
Yeah.
while it was happening. And I remember telling them, guys, like, don't get near the windows,
don't
don't go
get close
outside.
to
Like,
the
let's not tempt God.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't even believe in God at the time,
Yeah.
but I still told them, hey guys, like, let's not go to the window at least. Like, come on.
So how bad was the tornado? Like, meaning it was like crushing things around you? Did it get to the apartment at the time too?
Like, I remember right before something bad happened, like the sky was like purple.
That's
okay.
cool.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
like I was like, guys, the sky does not look normal. Like, let's not get at least stay away from the windows.
Yeah.
And a tree ended up falling on our little condo.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then like meaning like you had to have insurance to cover it and all that stuff?
So we were renting. So they just told us to move to like another vacancy. But like my room was safe. The people that were looking out the window, their room got hit.
Wait, so when
God's judgment.
when when it fell, you guys were in the apartment, the condo?
We were in the thing.
So like
you
rain
heard
was
it shake
falling
and everything?
inside on top. Up
like
top of it?
it hit like one of our roommates like corner, smashed, and the house next to us, like the condo next to us, like smashed in. Like if anyone was inside the house, inside the room at the time that it smashed, they would have like died.
Yeah. Wow. So what did it sound like when the tree hit? Was it like a loud shaking or boom?
Like
Or?
a truck hit the building.
Whoa. Dang.
That's crazy.
So I don't recommend tempting God.
Were you like, what was that?
I mean, yeah. It was just, it was shocking, but like you got to be smart in these kind of situations. Like that's not what are we curious about?
on?
Yeah, what are you
exactly.
curious about?
Yeah.
I saw footage. Okay, because I get push notifications on Twitter, on X.
Yeah.
And then I perused X a little bit last night, and I saw this footage of this guy who or this footage from cell phone footage. This guy and his roommate or friend or brother or whatever, and their dog. He was taking video footage. You know how these rich houses up in those hills have like all like glass walls and glass doors and windows?
Yeah.
Floor to ceiling.
Yeah, I seen
and
that.
you saw those flames like puffing up on this side, puffing up on that side.
That's true.
Everywhere.
I did see that, and I thought that I was thinking because they just reported recently, according to what news source it is, but they said 2 people have died.
I wonder if those 2 died. I know.
But then you think how the cell phone footage get out.
Well, I mean, he might have still had internet to upload it.
Cameraman never dies. That's a meme. That's a meme.
But he reminded, like, hearing them talk, because I turned on the audio after a while.
Yeah.
And I heard the guy talking. He was talking like him. He was like kind of calm.
Yeah.
And the guy, he's like, all the plastic is gone. And some guys asked a question, and he was a little bit more nervous. And he's like, don't worry about that, dude. And he's calming his dog down. Yeah. So I don't know. They may or may not have.
Right? They were trapped. It looked like they were trapped.
Yeah. It looked like it would be hot.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
To be,
because in Miami, like there's hurricane warnings all the time. So you don't know when it's a real hurricane. Like you don't know when to evacuate or not. Yeah, exactly. So these people might have not taken the evacuation warning seriously.
True. Or like say you're like you and you don't necessarily keep up with the news all day.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Maybe I need to
you get a personal phone call from like the authorities. Yeah. Hey, you got to evacuate.
That's true.
Amber alert.
That's interesting.
Amber Alerts, I don't even pay attention to them. I'm like, yeah.
Well, let's show them.
Right. Yeah. Yo, no way.
That's true.
Think you're supposed to run outside and start looking. As soon as you get the Amber Alert, you're supposed to run outside and start looking.
Emergency warning.
I don't think there's not one person that does that.
Exactly.
Don't bother me.
I'm looking for a gray Toyota.
Like, it's too loud. You turn the volume down. Yeah.
Your mom would have to call you or like something.
Right.
Yeah.
I ignore my mom. It would have to be like a girlfriend or something.
Nice. I'm just kidding.
My ex have to call me.
That's hilarious. All right. Well,
Dad. Yeah, maybe Dad.
This is from Hake's point of view directly.
Warning.
Some footage here from showing the fires as of today. I guess we can give out the date. What's the date?
Yeah. Because it's going to be old news by next Monday, right?
By Monday,
This is the 8th?
January 8th, Wednesday, January 8th. We just walked outside, guys, like 20 minutes, 5 minutes before we started, and we seen this footage that Hake captured.
Dang.
And that's how close the fire is. Hold on.
Don't say dang, kids.
I think the volume is...
Oh, yeah, and there's the other one over there. That's over because of Eaton Canyon, I guess. Or some of it,
northeast.
That's crazy because it's kind of cleared up a little bit.
That's the one on the west side.
Jesus.
Like you can literally see it pluming.
Yeah, it's like houses on fire. There's all you see, like that smoke is people's houses on fire.
You can see the stuff.
And you said it's gonna be old news. Hopefully.
Stop.
Like
our bond is gonna be burned.
Imagine.
That's crazy.
That's what Derek's afraid of.
That's what I feel like you see some
Derek's
orange
afraid
on
of
it.
You can kind of see it
like
orange.
from the flames.
Yeah.
Orange. It's like feels so
and look, you see the white smoke. That means it's really.
I mean, it's like 15 minutes away. Santa Monica is. That's crazy. Yeah. So cool. So awesome. It's also west, like directly west of us.
So this is northeast from us. No, this is northeast.
Yeah, that's northeast.
And then we have on the west side, there's also fires. So 2 fires are going, but in the mountain area.
Yeah.
And if they connect and somehow attach to like the city, Bond is cooked. Literally, no pun intended.
I'm not nervous, you know.
I can tell you are. Nah, I'm playing.
No, I'm not nervous. I think Daniel's nervous.
No.
Oh. Look at him. He's just smiling through the fear. That's what you see me. I'm cool.
I'm ready for Judgment Day.
Ooh. All right. Hey, I feel that.
I'm not ready for days and days of traffic trying to evacuate.
Oh, that's true. I always wonder about the houses in the hills. You know what I mean? Because once you go up there,
those are like skinny
roads
roads.
are real narrow.
Yep.
So when it's time to evacuate and there's traffic,
You're stuck.
What do you do?
People abandon their cars, I heard.
That's crazy. But some people are way up in the mountains.
Yeah.
It's wild to come down.
I saw footage of a bulldozer having to move those cars that were just left out in the street.
Wow.
You know, because people panicked and they were like, "Yeah, I'm leaving my car here." I mean,
That's crazy.
I'd leave my car too. I don't care about that thing, man.
Do you remember the Hawaii fires or something?
Yeah, the Maui fires.
The Maui fires was supposed to be intentional.
Space lasers.
There's people who were trapped in their cars and they had to get out and dive in the ocean or something to not die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the whole streets were even covered with fire and a bunch of people were killed.
A lot of people were killed.
And there was no sirens that went off. They were thinking that was a conspiracy for a long time. You guys remember that?
To this day, I think people are questioning.
Yeah, that was like a huge thing. So hopefully you don't get that serious.
Trust me. If that fire makes its way out here, the same thing that happened out there is happening out here.
Well, one thing I wondered about, because I was curious why LA specifically, like the city, there's apartments everywhere, not really a lot of houses, a lot of buildings, a lot of businesses, and not a lot of grass, not a lot of trees.
Right.
And I was like, what's the point of that? But maybe this is helpful in this situation.
Yeah, just concrete.
No trees, yeah.
Right, but other like cars could catch on fire.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think typically Californians are a little bit spoiled because we don't normally see stuff. Like we don't get twisters.
Yep.
We don't get hurricanes. We get earthquakes, but they're always kind of fairly light. So that's probably why we're so calm, because we don't really we're not used to anything major over here.
Even our terror attacks are like in weird places.
Yeah.
San Bernardino.
Not like yeah.
Whoa, don't
Not
let them
that
know
I'm asking for
that
one.
they're doing.
Yeah.
They're gonna come straight to Bond.
I don't like
I
that.
know.
Like, so we're not doing a good enough job. Huh? All right.
They're gonna step their game up now.
So we need to step it up.
Let's go, ISIS.
When you guys made me remember something. So in December 31st, 1999, it's like Y2K, like the new
That's
millennium.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just happened to be that day. But so it was at night, and my dad had brought up fireworks onto our apartment, and we lived like on the 4th floor, and we lit some fireworks in our balcony.
Yeah.
And right next to the balcony was a pine Christmas tree.
Oh, shoot.
And right next to the pine Christmas tree were some curtains, and we lived in a rug in an apartment with a rug with a carpet. So we lit up some sparklers, and I went inside the apartment to show my mom. And the whole apartment lit on fire. We lost the whole building. We lost the whole, not the building, sorry. We lost the whole apartment.
Wow, just from a little firework?
From a little sparkler.
Thanks a lot, little Daniel.
So did it drop did it drop on the floor or something? Or how did
It lit because pine, I don't know if people should know this, but pine is like real flammable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like super,
crap.
like real flammable. Like real flammable.
Kindling.
So we got stuck on the balcony.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
shit.
got stuck in the balcony, but luckily, like we were right next to like another balcony. So
Yeah.
our dad, and I was 8. My sister had to be like,
You've been through some stuff, Daniel. What the?
my sister had to be like 4. So my dad like threw us over the balcony. I remember like,
What the-
I remember that day. I was like, oh, my dad's my hero. Like he's a hero. He's like a superhero. He's a superhero.
That's great. On the 4th floor, where'd you guys land? On the floor?
To the next balcony.
The next
Over.
balcony.
Oh.
There was a balcony like there was a gap,
Nice.
but like a gap that would have like 4 stories
Yeah.
down, but.
But your dad got an arm on him.
Position.
No, and we were little kids, and it wasn't that much. But I remember as a little kid, I was like, "Oh my god, he's a
Saved us,
superhero!"
Yeah. But on another note, because I think we squared that away. You guys know Wes Watson?
Yeah. Buff guy, bald head.
Okay.
Yes.
Tattoos.
Yes. Familiar.
Wes Watson.
Sorry, I started to space out because I was thinking about eucalyptus trees. Sorry.
What
You
the?
lost me there.
He's deep in thought.
Yeah, just keep.
Yeah. All right. Wes Watson.
Yeah, Wes Watson is this like strong, buff-looking guy, social media influencer. So like he's just YouTuber, and he encourages guys to work on themselves, in his own way, right? I don't know if it's necessarily spiritual ways, but just like to like take responsibility and build your wealth and become successful and stop doing drugs and alcohol like that. Oh. But he's very boisterous. He's very like aggressive.
Does nobody have mirrors anymore? And those of you that do, why are you guys suffering from such a lack of confidence?
And very loud. He has a very loud personality. He's kind of screaming on his YouTube channels, cussing, all that stuff.
White.
Yeah. And I like him though. In like some kind of way, I like him because I was thinking like you ever heard that analogy, like the micro and the macros?
Maybe.
Like
the little details in the big picture?
Yeah, like in for example, like in the micro, there's things that I'm sure I disagree with him about. But when like in the big picture, he believes in all men should have everything squared away across the board. Financials, spiritual, mental, and your family should be in order. Like he believes all of it should be across the board, not just one or two, the whole thing. And I like that. That's just something you should kind of look forward to. So he preaches on that, but he's also an ex-con and he's very aggressive, and he got in a fight recently at a gym. And there's kind of all kinds of controversy around it because he's always kind of like, don't be a little punk. You guys be talking mess. If you got something to say, then roll up. Like he just says stuff like that. And a lot of it is obviously for like, you know, the entertainment purposes. But somebody rolled up to his gym. And there's been controversy around that. So I have a clip here.
Wait, James, you said he verbally abused you?
No, not me, but my friends. The Crucible guy, Andrew Wilson, and made by Jim Bob, my artist, my conservative artist, Christian friend.
But we do have some footage here. I was thinking of doing like a little pause and play so we can kind of break down the whole situation, because there's this guy by the name of Greg Doucette. Never heard of him. He's a bodybuilder and he's very popular on YouTube. And he kind of breaks down, along with this guy named Johnny Bravo Films on YouTube. They break down what happened. And Greg breaks down a fight that breaks out at a gym between former ex-con, now social media influencer Wes Watson, and some random guy. And you'll see
Coach Greg, and in today's video, you're not going to believe it. I personally was shocked. I knew it was going to be bad. I was warned that it was bad. But Wes Watson and his goons, they went way too far, and we have the footage to prove it. Here's the thing. Wes Watson says it was self-defense.
It was self-defense, clear as day.
That this guy approached him, and that he did.
This guy approaching up, just so you can see, this black guy approaching up here.
Approached the man, and he wanted to fight him.
And puts his phone down, though. This black guy goes to this gym, props what it seemingly looks like. He props a phone up and then approaches Wes. So it's some type of...
like he's recording himself go...
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me see if I can go back a little bit. See that.
And meanwhile, this is somebody else's cell phone footage.
Or is it security cam?
This guy approached him, and that he did. He approached the man, and he wanted to fight him one-on-one, as was advertised in Wes Watson videos. He perhaps wanted to become infamous. I'm the guy that shut up Wes Watson. And so when he approached him, Wes Watson had the right to defend himself. Now, many people are going to say he probably shouldn't have smacked him in the face with that belt multiple times. Whoa. But in this instance, let's say that that's okay. Guy approaches him, smack him, do whatever you want. I'm down with that. So far, I'm on Wes Watson's side. And remember, Wes Watson has 3-4 of his guys, his buddies, and so it's 4-on-1. And so if this moron approaches him, then he had it coming. But when is enough enough? And so when
Wes right there, he had his workout belt, and he takes his workout belt off and it attempts to smack him with the belt.
In fact, self-defense. And when does it go from being self-defense to attempted unaliving someone? We're going to go over the footage, and we're going to see. And if by the end of it, anyone thinks that Wes Watson shouldn't be put in jail, then we have no hope for you. Throw the book at him, Judge Judy. It was self-defense the first 5 punches. Once they knew he was done and staying down, then it's just trying to play tough and way past self-defense with them clowns jumping in. Let's now get right into it.
This whole time, Wes hit him with 54 punches.
And so
he punched him 54 times, by the way. He hit him.
That's a lot of energy.
54 times, yeah, in total.
Only thing worse than 54 punches would be 79.
79? Over 55 punches, hits with dumbbells, hits with weight belts.
Whoa.
Soccer kicks to the head.
He was backing up. And what then happened? Well, his goons, they surround him. They make it so that he cannot escape. Wes then hits him in the face with the weight belt multiple times.
The guy went down because this guy with the gray shirt, he helped push him down with this little dumbbell in his hand. You see him with that little dumbbell while Wes is on top?
And so Wes then gets some assistance from his friends. Guy attacks him with a dumbbell. They put him to the ground and hold him there. One guy with the blue gloves, he tries to pull off Wes Watson. But remember, it's 4-on-1. He's one guy. Does he want to be next?
He's a little
but
guy,
are you
too.
going to want to get
gotta
involved
pull
in
him
this
off.
and 4-on-1 attack? You're going to throw yourself on him? Perhaps you're worried about your own safety.
And all these guys were around him, right? They're holding him down to prevent him from getting up. This whole time, Wes hit him with 54 punches.
And so he's on the ground, he's being attacked, it's 4-on-1. He's being punched, he's hit with dumbbells, and now he's being soccer kicked in the face. Runs up and kicks him in the face. How many people think that that was necessary? But remember, this is the same Wes Watson that said that Van Wyck hadn't gone far enough with Jeff Nippert, that he had to show him who is boss, who's an alpha. Is he not true to his word?
Came trying to fight me. Yeah, he came over here. I called him on the fly. Push that. Yeah.
Not even in the UFC are you allowed to kick a man in the face when he's down on the ground. Since when is this okay?
What do you guys? So that's pretty much all the details. I wanted to go all the way through because I wanted everybody to see all the details about it, so you can have your full decision.
I think you have to teach a guy a lesson, but I don't know. It seems unnecessary roughness. But they're roided up, maybe. They're encouraging each other along, and Wes does have that prison fight mindset. Probably he probably went back to his prison fight days. Who knows? I don't really want to make excuses for it though.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
No, Derek, you have anything to say about that?
I was gonna say, was that you in the video who tried to help him out?
Yeah, Daniel.
Me?
Nah, Daniel. Was that you, Daniel, in the
Me?
video?
It looked like about a guy about Daniel's size. trying
I
to
saw
pull Wes
Daniel
off.
in there trying to help him out.
No, that's weird. Because when I saw the incident with Andrew and Jim Bob on stage, I knew that guy was like some weak guy, like this fake alpha. That's what they called him. He's like, fake alpha exposed. Some weak guy with anger issues. Like, if you're acting that way, that's weird, man. Like,
Foolhardy.
yeah, there's nothing normal about that.
Asking for unnecessary trouble.
Well, it's I don't know. It's just excessive what he did to the guy on the floor.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you think when he got approached, how do you think he should have handled it? Like this guy approached him and is like trying to start something.
well, because he's asking for people to come into his gym and fight him.
Yeah.
He got what he asked
So the
for.
black guy gets what he asked for.
No, I'm saying that Wes got what he asked for by getting into a
Encouraging people
confrontation,
to
and he may get in trouble
for doing it.
over this. Hopefully, he does get in a little
Like,
bit of
he
trouble.
could have just punched him one time, like just one
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
times.
And then he's like,
And
okay,
then, all right,
uncle.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then but kicking him, the soccer kicks is crazy.
Yeah,
Like, that's
it's
like
crazy.
American History X.
I
Yeah.
think that there's a type of mindset, like you're saying, with people who go to the gym. I mean, to the gym, to jail, to where it's like you really are teaching them a lesson. And even in like gang culture, you're teaching them a lesson. And for one, Wes did call upon this.
And
Like, if you guys
making an example of him too, so that other people don't try this on him.
and the thing is about that really quick
He's an
is
idiot.
that I'm not.
He shouldn't have asked. He shouldn't have been invited.
what is
Okay,
it?
Go ahead.
I'm not condoning. I'm not saying that that this is the rules of
Nobody's
life,
right in
right?
this situation.
Right. But I do understand the mindset of like, you think you can come to this gym and test me and pull your camera out? I'm going to show you that you should never, ever do this again. I understand that completely.
Why?
Because in some instance, and I don't know what this guy's agenda was, the black guy's agenda, but they may try to threaten your life. Who knows how far he's trying to threaten the life? And if they threaten your life, then they get away with it. Who knows what more they think they can get away with? So you teach them a lesson, and I'm just saying I understand the mindset. You teach them a lesson. I guarantee you that same guy will not come back into that gym and try it again.
Yeah.
Because he was beat up enough to know that let me not do that ever.
But this went far enough that he may bring revenge on himself from other people who aren't even involved.
Yeah.
Because people are so crazy and they don't mind their own business.
Yeah.
And they will go try to kill him.
And try to do more, too.
And the judges, they're going to see him doing that to a black guy?
Yeah. It's his fault because at the end of the day, I don't know how much he can actually win in court because he went up there and started the mess.
Right.
Even if he got one punch in or none, or
It's
even
like-
if he just did a push.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't a
because
small
then it's
guy.
like it's like there's self-defense and there's like attempted murder.
Right.
True.
Like there's a point where you're not defending yourself anymore.
Yeah,
Like, you're
taking it
safe.
too
You're
far.
safe.
Aggravated assault and battery, you know?
Yeah.
Attempted
That's
murder.
true.
Like soccer kicks are attempted. Like
Yeah. And he's down and
there's 4 guys
Yeah.
around him. Those guys weren't in danger.
yeah.
So I don't. It's hard to defend Wes.
Dan, what do you think?
This footage, the gym owner posted this footage that we're seeing.
That's what they said, and he edited it in a way to try to make Wes look good.
Yeah, allegedly that's what they're saying that happened. Yeah.
And he still didn't look good.
I mean, I don't believe what I see on the internet, so this could probably be like a setup, you know, a way for us to, you know, make him more relevant because we're talking about him right now.
Yeah.
You know, and the gym owner posted that video trying to make Wes look good. And the guy, we don't even know if he's pressing charges.
But let's say it
I don't
was real. How do you think Wes handled it? How do you think the whole thing was handled?
Oh, yeah, Wes knows he did. He went overboard.
Oh,
I'm
you
pretty
think
sure.
so?
Yeah, he knows
Do
he
you
went
think
overboard.
Wes went overboard?
Oh, yeah, for sure. But, and I wouldn't, you know, I would expect that to happen. You know, you walk up on a guy with that type of mentality.
Yeah.
Like, you going to get that work. You going to get work like that.
Don't expect nothing less.
Yeah, don't try to play, you know, the nice guy.
You guys are playing God.
You know.
Well, we're gonna get to that too. I just want to ask him really quick. When that guy, do you think Wes had a right to defend himself at all, or how do you think Wes, hypothetically, should have handled that situation?
Yeah, he's got a right to defend himself, but the guy didn't throw the punch first, so.
You remind me of Israel. This is like Israel beating down Gaza, and I'm like, I'm fine with it. Israel has a right to defend themselves.
No,
That's a good point.
Yeah, he's got a right to defend himself, but he didn't. You know, he threw the first punch.
No, the guy.
The guy threw the first punch.
Yeah, the guy got.
Oh, I thought he slapped him with the belt.
The guy
first.
pushed him.
Oh, he pushed him.
Yeah, the guy pushed him, and then Wes got up and then smacked him with the belt and did
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that he pushed him. I just thought he went and confronted him in some
Yeah,
form.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, well, he went up to them and like, I don't know if it was a full-on lie, but he got kind of like aggressive, slightly. Does that count?
It's what, a push?
As now I'm defending myself.
Defending yourself?
Yeah, no, but there's like defending yourself and then like
they
trying to kill somebody. He's trying to kill like you think he was trying to kill him?
I think that being an influencer and this guy comes out of nowhere and does anything, I think that he took the proper steps, in my opinion. I have to see what I would really do when I'm in that situation. But I think he took the proper steps of not knowing what this guy is capable of. He doesn't know who he is. According to the reports, he's this autistic person. So he can be crazy. He can pull out a gun. He can do anything. So if he shows a threat, Wes has the right to defend the threat. And Was it excessive? Of course, right?
After a while,
yeah. After
maybe.
a while, 74, maybe unnecessary.
If
but
they're unanswered punches,
yeah. After 74, then maybe so. But I don't think that he's entirely wrong for the way the situation went down because, like I said, I guarantee this guy is not gonna be thinking about doing that again.
But what if someone like tougher than this guy comes in and tries Wes?
or a whole
Wes
crew,
would try again.
Exactly.
or they try to get him.
So what is Wes getting out of it? Like, right now, I'm thinking that this might all be set up. Like
Could be.
It could be all fake. Like
That's what I'm saying.
The guy could be an actor.
But what if he?
The gym owner said the gym is open for people to come and fight, right? Didn't he post that on Facebook or
made
something?
a viral video and they tricked us all right now.
Yeah.
I didn't recall that part.
I thought that's what.
Well, Wes
there was a
was kind
comment.
of openly challenging people, I guess.
Oh.
And the gym owner, according to somebody said in the video, the gym owner said, "Oh yeah, you can challenge Wes to fight here, and Wes can fight you or whatever."
There you go.
Yeah, maybe he
thought
just.
that I heard that.
Maybe it was supposed to be some type of thing to make Wes more relevant. You know, bring more clout to his name.
Could
but
be very much.
He just went overboard.
Because like a gym owner
you know.
that would open up their gym for like a fight,
Yeah.
it'd be for like a fair fight, like a one-on-one, like
In a ring,
in a ring,
Yeah.
like a matted
the-
ring,
Yeah.
without
not
concrete.
with dumbbells.
Exactly.
Not with the goons.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like this doesn't make sense. at
Well,
all.
Derek, you had mentioned a few episodes ago. You said that in the black community, they try to test you to see how far you go, and if you don't defend yourself, they'll keep prying on that weakness. Do you think that Wes just responded in the way of like not his weakness not being tested, and he's letting people know that you're not gonna mess with me, type of thing?
Yeah, like James said earlier, he was making an example, and
Is that bad or good?
And he's with his crew. You know, people have to know that you're gonna do something if they step to you. Like, all right, you know, in the street.
It's 2025.
With the street
we're in
mentality,
America.
you know.
But
like, what is this? What's going on with these guys? Like, why the violence? Why the hate? Like, why the anger?
But you don't think that Wes should
Prison
have
ego
responded
mindset.
at all with no type of energy?
Why is this even an issue? Like,
well, but it's the reality though. Things like this happen.
No, they don't. Like,
yeah, they do. They do happen.
What?
Just stuff like this
Fights?
happens.
Little ego fight stuff happens.
Yeah,
in
maybe not
fight?
where we
in schools with kids.
Yeah, I mean,
younger people
in the hood. This stuff
teenagers
happens.
no, this guy Wes Watson is like a successful influencer.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like this might be just staged?
Like this is completely avoidable. It's completely avoidable.
Yeah, it
Except
is.
for the ego. The ego has a hold of Wes in a way that you may not even.
There's
like,
egos
imagine,
involved.
You know?
There's egos involved. Yeah.
So you think that he could have? You think that he shouldn't have responded? What would you do in that situation? Somebody comes up to you, you're a popular guy, and there's people who like have threatened to kill you just before because they don't like you, and they come up to you, impress you.
No one's gonna do this to me.
But I mean, what if?
No one.
Well, I guess we can't do what ifs, but I'm just saying like.
Because
If
you
you
don't
can guess.
you don't challenge people. You don't say, "Oh, come at me."
Yeah.
necessarily.
So I think I could tell a quick story. I used to do Lyft. I used to drive Lyft, and one time I picked up this guy. He's like a light skinned black guy, and he had tattoos on his face, and he had a guitar on. But his girlfriend ordered the ride for him. Like it was a woman ordered the ride, and it was this black guy that ended up getting in the car.
And you called him beta, and he pressed you.
No, but in my head I was like, he's beta. In my head, coming into the car, I was like, this is a beta. But he had tattoos. He had tattoos on his face, so I was like,
yeah,
no, not the normal guy.
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
tattoos on his face. So whatever. So we're doing the ride. I have to get on the highway. I'm on the left part of the highway, where you could go like a little faster than the other parts of the highway. And I'm doing like 85, and at this point I had been doing Lyft for like 2 years, and like I hadn't gotten one ticket, and I just knew what I could get away with.
Yeah.
So he tells me, he's like, "Hey, can you slow down?" I'm like, no, like I know what I'm doing, and don't tell me. I kind of told him like I kind of had the energy like, don't tell me what to do. This is my job. I know what to do. I guess we kind of got into it, and he's like, "I have a gun on me." He's like, "I have a gun on me." So I'm like, all right, shoot me then.
And you want to kill yourself?
I'm going 80. I'm going 80, 85.
Sir, this is too dangerous.
I'm going 80. I'm going 80, 85. I'm like, you're not gonna shoot me because if you shoot me, we both die. So you're lying, and you're trying to be a tough guy. So after that, he's like, all right, I have heroin on me. Allegedly.
Wait, Daniel, you did. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
get this straight.
So he didn't want to get pulled over and
No,
checked, searched.
but you're saying that about Wes in this situation that he took it too far by even getting involved, but you were willing to get shot.
Allegedly.
So
Whoa, no, I just called his bluff. So okay.
But maybe Wes was doing it, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
But okay, so then he told me, okay, I have heroin on me, allegedly.
yeah.
So at that point, I'm okay. Now I kind of understand more. But
Yeah.
even then, if a cop were to stop us, it's still on me.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk to me. I'm a Lyft driver. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get the ticket. You're safe. But
Yeah.
I was like, all right, dude. But I understand. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit, just
Yeah.
to ease it up a bit. And then after that, he tells me, he tells me, with the energy you had, I thought you knew how to fight.
I see.
And I'm like,
Right.
I told him, I'm a bitch. I don't know how to
But
fight at all.
But still, I mean, I
But
don't
that
think you handled
fearlessness
it. Yeah,
helps.
like exactly.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to fight him. Like I didn't have to fight him, and there was
Yeah.
there was a ghetto energy that he brought in, and
Yeah.
like I didn't have, no one had to fight, no one had to get hurt.
Yeah. But you ran the. That's what I want to ask now because that's
So like
interesting
Wes
story.
could have handled it differently had Wes had his sensibility.
What I'm wondering is that you ran the risk of getting shot. No, but I like the
Once he
fearlessness
slowed-
about
once he
it
slowed
though.
down enough
I like the
for him to
fearlessness
jump
about
back.
it. 'Cause
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
gonna do that. Everybody's gonna automatically try to defend us or get scared or like listen. But what made you believe that you calling this bluff? He's not gonna actually shoot you.
Because I knew he was a beta. Like
Okay.
I kind of knew because a girl ordered the ride for him. It was an interracial relationship. He had tattoos on his face. I just kind of knew he was a beta, and I guess I just called a bluff. But
And what
Crazy.
if he would have like hit you? What would you do?
dude, I'm telling you, you just know. There's just situations where you just know that
You know.
you're safe.
Yeah. That's true. But I necessarily just don't look at it as wrong.
So you said it wasn't wrong what Wes did to that guy?
To defend himself.
Would you put him
the
back in jail?
excessiveness?
Would you put him back in jail? If you were a judge,
That's a good question. Would I put Wes back in jail? I'd have to do an investigation to see what really went on. Yeah,
thorough investigation.
I'd have to make sure, but if we're just looking at face value, he went too long. It was excessive.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But
No.
don't be approaching people like that. You play games.
For sure.
Yeah.
Something else came to mind, like kind of words, because people say that.
Yeah.
Fighting words.
Yeah, like fighting words, like oh man, I wish I could. Have you guys seen the clip of a soccer player headbutting another soccer player?
Ooh.
It's like a famous clip.
I've seen him
Yeah.
before. I don't know if it's that one.
He's like it's a bald guy with like a white shirt. And he headbutts like a guy in a blue shirt, and the guy falls. So the guy says that the guy he headbutted made fun of the guy's mom and sister. He says that the words hurt. He says he'd rather get punched than hear those words.
Oh, so you're just sensitive.
But but this guy's like one of the best soccer players of all time. A real successful coach. He won the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like he's not some.
Yeah,
he's well respected. Like top 10 of
The guy
all
who
time.
committed the headbutting.
The guy that committed the headbutting. The one that got offended by words. So I kind of respect him to some degree, but I want to hear like that words could actually like hurt somebody.
Yeah. What was the question? I'm
Like
confused.
shit.
Words can provoke somebody to
Like-
lash out.
Exactly. Like
physically.
Exactly. Are you justified in hurting somebody if they said something bad enough to
so
you?
it's it.
Yo.
No,
No,
I
that's-
don't think that's not self-defense to try to like swing because somebody say something mean.
I say no. I think it is
Yeah.
foolhardy to walk up to a black and say N-word.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's foolhardy.
What does that mean, foolhardy?
Foolhardy means you're foolish for trying that.
Oh yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, you're wrong. You're not morally wrong to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
But you're asking
It's
for
not smart
to get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. They shouldn't hit you, but
Yeah.
and you shouldn't
It's
do
a
that to
dumb
them.
thing to do.
And they shouldn't. They're
Yeah.
going worse than what you did to them.
But
Yeah.
isn't that evidence that words can affect people? Like
Yeah, the
Their
words.
egos
Oh
go
yeah,
crazy.
words do affect people whether they should or shouldn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think it's you should respond with violent or
Right,
anything
right.
like that because it's kind of like
because we're in America, like we're in America, it's freedom
trying
of
to be
speech.
civilized.
yeah.
But
You
wait,
just gotta
Daniel,
let it be.
I got a question. What do you respect about that guy? The guy that did the head.
Oh
butt?
well,
What
I
do you
respect
about
his success as a soccer player.
Oh, okay.
He's like married. He has like 3 sons.
Oh, okay.
And he's a successful player and a coach.
Yeah.
When did he headbutt? After all that, or toward the beginning of his career, middle of his career, or recently?
It was literally his last game ever, and it was a World Cup final. He sacrificed winning the final to prove a point. To prove that you can't talk bad about my family. And people, and then the world sees this as like, oh, he stood up for his family.
Yeah. Man, I think that's probably the weakest,
evil world.
The worst thing you can do
ever
is. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, wait, but you respect him for that, for sacrificing the title in order.
I respect his success as a soccer player, as a coach, and as a father and husband. But
you don't respect what he did, the headbutting.
Well, okay. So you guys don't agree with it, but because you think words aren't a physical thing, you think words aren't a physical.
We should overcome.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Getting our egos pricked.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're not but they aren't.
So you are saying it?
Yeah. Well, they're not a physical thing. I mean,
you're saying they're not a physical.
Even though
thing. You're saying they're not a physical.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean they're a physical thing?
Like a punch. A punch is a physical thing.
Yeah.
People say that words aren't a physical thing.
Right. So you agree with that?
No. I believe in America, free speech. You should overcome words.
Yeah.
But like words, sound. It's air. It's like an airwave.
Yeah.
That's going into your ear.
Yeah.
That's
when Nick was coughing and hacking, like go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I hate that.
But sound, it's an airwave. It's like a physical thing that you just can't see because it's an air. It's like it's
not visible.
It's not visible.
Yeah.
But it is a physical thing that gets into your ear and affects you physically. But as an American, as a person, as a man, you have to overcome these words.
So
words can affect you.
To answer to piggyback on Derek's question, do you respect that he defended those words against him and headbutted? Do you like that he did that, or you think that was whatever?
I mean, he stood on his business. Like he gave up the World Cup final. But I don't know, man. Like I don't know, cause
you respect it.
So
I don't know. I don't know if I respect.
You respect.
No, because I believe in freedom of speech. Like you should be able to overcome words, but you should also, as a man, not make fun of someone's
family and sister.
So
what's the difference?
Although
because
you're trying to get
against the Wes Watson
in a sports thing, you're trying to get in their head.
Right.
But
so you're trying to pick on race.
Right. So
pick on their family.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's what you do.
And his name's Zidane. He said like, cause Materazzi, he's the one that got headbutted. He like was trying to get was kind of fouling him.
Oh, okay.
So Zidane was like, "Oh, you want my shirt?" And the guy was like, "No, I want I prefer your sister or your mom."
I see.
So it was definitely like ego sports.
Yeah. And he took it personal.
See that to me is all whack. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I respect it, dude, because I love.
There you go.
Shit, it's called shit talking. I love shit talking in sports.
Too.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
But then
in a fun way though.
But then James, like you can't say racist stuff.
I know they're spoiling the
You can make fun of my mom.
Yeah.
You can make fun of my mom. You can make fun of my sister, but I can't make a racist joke.
Yeah.
Remember my story? What's up, Jackie? Because he called that one guy Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
The black guy.
So that's what it's supposed to be. See, that's what I don't like about sports is that it's getting too soft. So the whole fun with sports is competition.
Right.
And in competition, the mess talking is what makes it fun too.
Yeah.
But my question,
I respect it. I wouldn't do it. Like I never did it. I never did it as an athlete because you just gotta focus on your skill. Like like lazy people use that to like throw you off your game. So I never did it, but I respect people that do it because it's a way to win.
Oh man,
but you shouldn't.
Part of it.
I can't. It's like I can't respect that. The way he reacted, just to those words. Because I mean, right now, I'm just reading about how Jesus was crucified, and it's just the fact that if Jesus can go through all that, why can't this guy go through a little bit of
Why can't the guy get headbutted then? Then why can't the guy get headbutted?
Yeah, because Jesus, they said crazy stuff to him.
Yeah, they said crazy stuff to him. They whipped him.
Right.
Yeah, but and I'm not saying this guy's Christian or whatnot, but as like real followers of Christ, you got to be able to put up with stuff like that.
No, at the end of the day, you got to overcome words.
In this life, it's like, and this life is
How about this, Derek?
And some parts of life are a struggle, so it's like you got to be able to put up with a lot in order to really get to the kingdom.
Well, let me just understand, just really
quick. But should people be like testing people? Like is that right? Like
they tested Jesus though for 40 days.
No, it's not right. It's necessarily not proper. It depending on the nature
of
it.
The world.
Yeah, but it's not obviously it's not proper to be testing somebody, and then it's not proper to swing on them, right? But if someone does it, it doesn't give us an excuse to now point the finger like, well, I did it because he did it. No, both people are improper. Mm-hmm. But so what difference would you say is from the Wes Watson thing, him defending himself when he got whatever, and you say he shouldn't have, but then you say with the soccer player, he just got offended by words and he's justified.
Was it excessive? Was it excessive?
But should he have ever did it in the like
exactly like Zidane would have been excessive and
Wes Watson to the guy's nose?
It was straight to the chest.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
and he dropped no, but it's like a headbutt.
No, okay, all right.
So is that good? Is that okay?
Is that excessive? The real question.
No, it's not excessive. Like
technically it is.
It is.
Compared to words, it's excessive. Compared to words, it's excessive.
Okay,
but he didn't keep on kicking.
Right.
But then Zidane would say, "Oh, those are." He said, "I'd rather get punched in the face and hear those words." That's him, though. Yeah. That's him. Me, overcome words. If you overcome words, you don't have to deal with this.
So you don't agree necessarily that he should hit, but over words.
No, but I understand.
You understand
the physical effect of words.
Oh, I see.
Have you guys ever been called the N-word?
No, I understand for sure. I know that but I know
you've been called the N-word, James. What the? You ain't black.
High five my friends.
Yeah. James was happy about it.
Joel, did you get called the N-word?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been called the N-word for sure.
Oh yeah.
But and in a derogatory way too. By
Mexicans.
By I don't know who.
Or whites or somebody.
Multiple times, maybe by Mexicans, white. But either way, even if it was by blacks and it was derogatory, it still feels. But I've been called things by people in general that has the same weight as the N-word. I don't think the N-word is like the heaviest word to use.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But
stop it.
The point. Wait, but Derek, how about you, Derek?
What is it? Me 10 years ago, if I heard that, boy, it'd be over.
Yeah.
I feel like the weight of the world's on my shoulder. This dude just called me up.
Yeah. That's the point. It's the ego being shaked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it's difficult. But yeah, no, I feel like we shouldn't be encouraging that type of stuff. You know, when that guy headbutted the other guy, I know that got the crowd riled up, but you know, if we're really gonna walk on this path with Christ, man, and I'm not trying to be like one of those guys.
Too late. Nah, I'm playing.
But I am one of those guys, so I don't care, man. I'm gonna rock the chain. You know, we can't be encouraging that stuff, man. Like just like with the guy who was fighting in the gym, Wes. Yeah, we can't be encouraging that type of behavior, man. We gotta
and don't be making fun of people's moms and.
And even if somebody comes out, let's say somebody comes after my mom, you know, I'm just gonna look at them and just, you know, wish them well, man. That's pretty much it. That's all you can do. And if they try to kill me, you know, or assault me or do whatever, you know, I just always think back to, you know, just being crucified, and I'm just like, yo.
So you think
I can handle this little situation.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. In all honesty, he's assuming, he's judging,
and killing your family. Let's just say raping or
punching you in the face.
He's assuming.
Are you gonna defend yourself?
Turn the other cheek.
Pull a Jesus?
You're gonna
say it again. If somebody
raping and killing your family and then beating you as well, and you're watching them do it, you're gonna turn the other cheek.
What am I supposed to do? I'm getting beat up.
Maybe you would,
I'm getting beat up. I mean, what is there is there a weapon within arm's reach or something?
I couldn't tell myself.
If I'm getting beat up and my family's getting raped, I can't do
nothing. Get crucified. You don't want to get crucified?
I can't do nothing. Myself. You know,
I'd be afraid to tell.
Trust me, I would defend my family, but because I know that's in scripture too. To defend, like, let's say I had a wife, I defend her and my kids. Like, I have to defend them. It's my duty.
But Christ didn't defend the disciples. Christ didn't defend anybody else. He just took the beating. So would you be like Christ and just take the beating and watch your family get raped and beat?
Well,
and then
now,
go on camera and say, I forgive you.
Yeah. Ooh.
In court. In a press conference.
Now, Jesus was not on earth when the disciples were killed. He wasn't walking physically on earth, so I don't know. You know, I haven't done my research, so I can't really comment too much on, you know, why he didn't defend them. So
I would, to me, and I wouldn't trust myself. I wouldn't like definitively say right now I would turn the other cheek. I wouldn't trick myself into believing, because I don't know what the heck I would do. Plus, I still know that I don't know how my ego would react in an intense, extreme situation to where the mind is really busy. I don't know what I'll do. But ideally, to do the right thing, of course, that's what you would want to do. But I wouldn't trick myself.
But what does it even mean?
Believe.
What does it mean to turn the other cheek?
I think what Jesus meant by that is that the reason why it was easy for Jesus not to swing back or whatever is because he fully understood that these people were trying to fill a void in beating him. Like they really blind and couldn't see. And he truly understood it. Not like how a lot of us may understand it intellectually, but truly understand that these people were blind and couldn't see, and they really didn't mean this. And that kind of, I think, in my opinion, took the weight off trying to defend blind, broken, hurt, beat down people. So I think it was that. But most people can't see that way, so we just automatically judge and say, you're evil, and I'm going to defeat evil, or I'm going to defend myself against evil.
It's interesting because when you're fighting a little bit,
yeah,
and you get hit in a certain way that actually like hurts,
yeah,
and then that flash of anger flares up, and you actually
it's
get
hard,
really fight. Or just a woman says something in a certain way that triggers either the fear or the panic or the anger or the puffing up.
Yeah,
you're right. You'd never know how you're going to react.
Know how you're going to react
because you're still like have that possession deep down, really.
Yeah, and you don't know. You don't know what's going to be triggered in you that you may thought you dealt with, or you just don't know. So,
yeah, most of us live in comfortable lives, not aware. Of how demonic we are.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I think you can get deeper within your not spirituality, but I think you can get to a point of true peace. I've been looking into like church fathers who like really commit their entire lives to praying, and I just kind of think
like monks. What do you mean church fathers?
Well, not monks like Orthodox church fathers, like guys like that who kind of spend all their time just praying.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you ever seen
crazy people.
Well, I don't know if they're crazy.
No, they're lunatics. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like maybe they might be on a whole different spiritual level, where it's like
allegedly.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Where it's like little things like that won't even trigger them. Well, and I say little things. Well, and we could take it up a notch. Like if their families were, like you said, like tortured and things of that nature. But it's. And those fathers, too, that commit all their time to praying, I hear they just, they leave their families. And they just commit except the time that they sleep, but like all their days just praying for everybody on earth.
That sounds weird, man.
No, it's not weird. And, why does it sound weird? Let me not just assume.
No, so turning the other cheek, I feel like it means like don't be so quick to Nick said it best, like don't be like, or allow yourself to be offended. He said allow yourself to be offended, but like let's say someone bumps into you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man, you bumped into me, like, and they did it on like they shoulder checked you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, man, you bumped into me. Like you want, like the other day I was in line at 7-Eleven and some guy like rushed in like to beat me, like to get in front of me in line. I was like, all right, man, you beat me.
Yeah.
And then he gets out of the line, or like he just wanted to set his stuff, and then he wanted to like get more stuff, so he like tried to walk through me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna have to turn the cheek again.
But true. But
I could have gotten angry there, like, hey,
like if somebody flat out punches you.
Well, that's self. No, that's self. Like that, you gotta defend yourself.
But why not? But they flat out punched, because his point is saying they flat out punched Jesus, and he didn't defend himself.
Okay, so in what situations do you encounter those, like like worst case scenarios. No one's randomly punching you like that. Like no one's randomly like.
Well, people get mugged and stuff like that. You can maybe get mugged.
That stuff happens.
No.
Yeah, maybe
not me. I don't get mugged. You get mugged. I've never gotten mugged.
We don't. But that doesn't mean that doesn't happen. But the point is that can you turn the other cheek if somebody is?
Well, I'm not. I've never been in that situation. Is what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Oh, so he's not turning the other cheek. That's what he's saying.
What'd you say?
He's not turning the other cheek.
That's what you're saying.
I sound like
well, actually, you know what? Maybe in that situation you might, but I don't know.
There was a situation where I got into a fight with one of my close friends, and it was during a soccer game. It was during like a 5v5 soccer game, so it's like close quarters, and like I was like I didn't want to lose. I was going all out.
Yeah.
And my friend was on the other team, and he was on the team with my other friend, and the three of us used to usually play together, us three. But for whatever reason, we got split up this time.
Yeah.
And so they were going hard. I was going hard, and then so he fouled me. My one of my close friends at the time, he fouled me, and I was like, bro, don't like. You see me trying my heart out. Why are you fouling? Like, come on, like you don't have to. Like, I know you want to win too, but like, don't foul me.
Yeah.
So he started talking. So we started talking to each other. All right, you want to talk? Let's talk.
Yeah.
So like one of the last things I said to him before he went off was like, oh, like I kind of made fun of his girlfriend. Yeah, like he started making fun of me, so I went to the girlfriend, and then he like swung at me.
Oh.
And he's like older. He's like older than me. Like again, I don't know how to fight. He went through like Navy training, like boot camp. So I don't want to call him a coward, but like I was no threat to him. Other than my words, I was no threat to him. So he swings. and at the time, like I had really fast reflexes, or my reflexes were really on point. Like I was really athletic at the time. Like I was like really focused on sports, so I was able to like dodge. I knew I dodged it because he nipped me. He nipped, and I tasted blood. But he didn't know that. Like so he swung, he nips me. I taste blood, and I go. I'm like, wow, you missed. Like not only did you swing, you missed.
Yeah. Now he's really hot.
So he cocked up again, to like swing again. But then I saw it this time, and I got him in a headlock.
Oh, okay.
And I took him down.
Nice.
But when I tasted the blood, I wanted blood. I was like, I need blood.
Dang.
But then like I realized that it wasn't gonna happen, and I just let him go. And we're so like
you're still cool.
We were so cool.
So do you think that was the necessary thing to do in that moment?
Well, like not turning the other cheek would have been like, oh, let me kill him, or like let me really get blood.
Right. I see what you're saying. I gotta get what you're saying.
And then holding it against him, like I thought, like I'm like, damn, if this guy would have hit me, I would have been knocked out. I would have had to like assault or press charges on him, or like seek revenge. I don't know.
So in a sense, you believe that you turned the other cheek by not escalating it physically.
Right, like the point was done, and then it's like, all right,
let it go. Yeah,
like he's not gonna hurt me. Like, it's done, and let's just move forward from let's forget about this.
You didn't escalate the situation,
right?
But the situation was escalated in the beginning with the words. No, you talking about words, so it's not. But the point is, you were the bigger man, which I understand, and in that sense, you turned the other cheek and let it go, which I believe that to be true. Any last quick comments that you guys have before we end the show?
Start with that guy.
Hey. Drop your anger.
Oh, that guy too.
Nice.
Forgive mama.
I have a theory that if you practice sacrificing your ego when you should, that those are the little tests. You'll be faithful with a little, and then you'll be faithful. You'll be able to trust yourself with much.
Last question, and then we completely gotta end, is how do we end this?
Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Hit the button over here. Subscribe over there. Ring the bell over.
I'm not doing all that editing with all this. That's not gonna pop up over there.
Ain't nothing popping up. And the people are like, where? Just hit the button. Y'all know what to do. Bye.
But you didn't say to Punchie TV, but I'll put that up. Punchy TV.
I ain't know I was supposed to say that.
You have to subscribe to Punchy TV.
Oh.
But that's fine.
But they know they're looking at Punchy TV.
That's fine.
We'll put that in the edit. That part, that little conversation.
Yeah, put that in there.
Thank you, Daniel and Derek, for coming in and filling in for Nick.
Saving the day.
That was fun, yeah.
No thanks, Nick.
I know.
Unsubscribe from Nick now.